What's up, boys? So this is week 8 of trading recap, and it's the second week of December. So this is probably my last week trading. I only took two trades on Monday. They both ended up losing, and then that was pretty much it. I've been just back testing, getting as much data as I can for 2026. For these last couple weeks of December, I'm gonna make some videos on back testing and yeah, pretty much showing you guys how I backtest, what I'm backtesting, the results I'm getting, stuff like that. But we still have to go over this week. There wasn't too many trades this week, really. Like I said, mostly I was just backtesting nonstop. I really was not paying attention to the markets too much, as volume has just been very low recently. So yeah, I'll pull up the charts and I'll show you guys what we took. All right, so here's what we got here. This is the first position taken for the week. This was taken on Monday, 12 p.m. my time, New York, and this was a A+ setup. Price was taken out previous lows here. This is on GBP CAD. Nice level of liquidity here. Liquidity took out its own low. We have a nice accuracy zone, nice level supply level. Price came up, swept liquidity. We had a great reaction. And then this is our entry candle. We just entered on the candle close. And then stop loss is usually like a pip above the wick, but being that it's a supply and GC spreads are pretty bad, I gave a little bit of extra breathing room there. And then TP was, I think this is more like a 1 to 4 with my actual entry. But yeah, that was that trade. That trade just ended up straight going to stop loss. And then I don't know if it continued down. I just kind of continued sideways for a little bit. So that was the only position taken on the 30-minute chart. And then we have on the 5-minute, I took a position on NAS 100. Pull it up real quick. Now this is before I change my chart colors, so I gotta change this real quick. Alright, there we go. So this position, beautiful position on NAS. We just took out highs to the left. We have a beautiful level of, well, first of all, we have a level of liquidity here that did get a fake out, but then we have a second level of liquidity right here as well with multiple candles. So that was valid liquidity there. Price came down. We had a beautiful reaction of the wick. And then we had a break of candle entry, which I did get in a little bit late. But yeah, your original entry would be more like right here with your stop loss right there. And then 3 to 7 risk reward. I think I only got, what did I get? Yeah, 2.5. But then, yeah, next candle just straight to stop loss. So just an unfortunate loss there. Price did continue going down for a little bit. But yeah, I believe that is the only position. I do see, no, that isn't valid. But yeah, that was the only position. Only 2 positions I took. I think both of them happened, this one happened on Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, just took 2 losses, and then the rest of the week I was just pretty much back testing. I back tested NAS for the entirety of 2025. Just crazy, got like 91% across the year just on the 5-minute, which is insane. And then I think there was a position, Germany 30, which I have it on my list, but I don't trade it. Currently, I still want to backtest this. So this is a trade. I don't know if that hit this week. No, this was last week. I can still go over it though, but pretty self-explanatory here. Price was trending bullish. We have a level of liquidity here. Took out its own high. Price came down. Was this during swaps? No. My one mentor entered around this level, and I think is because this is the original entry, and then he waited for price to come down just a little bit because stop loss would have been like massive. So he entered around there. I just kind of put that on my chart, see if this trade would hit or not. But it looks like it did. Yeah, for a 1 to 6. I think he said you could have taken this to a 1 to 10, which yeah, you definitely could have. But yeah, that was pretty much the only positions for this week. So yeah, November and December have been very slow. These are actually the only 2 red months on at least just the 30-minute time frame in the last 3 years. I backtested all of our 30-minute pairs in the last 3 years, and that's actually what I got, which is insane. That's tracked across 260 trades, I believe it is. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, we're just pretty much we should be about good for December. Probably won't be trading anymore. I'm just gonna keep on backtesting. So then January, everything's gonna change. I'm changing my sleep schedule. We're gonna have a lot more data on all these pairs we're trading. I'm gonna be a lot more active trading. Because before I used to wake up at 5:30, and I'll be waking up at 3 and just getting straight on the charts, marking out the zones and stuff like that. And so yeah, it's gonna be definitely very interesting. That's kind of my biggest priority right now. I'm not really worried about November and December results because I know historically people always say December's slow. This is my first time trading November and December, so I'm just kind of, pretty much put my time in, figuring out how it is by trading it. But yeah, once this is over, we're gonna hit 2026 like really, really, really hard. I'm very excited for 2026. But yeah, that's it for this weekly recap. So my next weekly recap will probably be will definitely be the first week of January, and then in the meantime, I'm definitely going to be posting some back testing videos and stuff like that. But that should be it for this week. So I'll see you boys on the next one. Peace.